are again with another card making tutorial. This time we are featuring our next clear stamp set of Life is Better on the Lake. And I have all these really cute kind of nautical freshwater themes, bathing suits and anchors, oars, and so on. With this card, I'm gonna go really bright and colorful in pastel because where we are located currently, it is the exact opposite of bright and happy in pastel. It's very crummy and gray and just not very happy looking. As always, I have my tape glue runner, clear block, pigment ink, my handy dandy tweezers, and I've already gone with my Cricut and pre-cut all of my little stamp pieces so that I can get going very quickly. My final set of items, of course, I have my blank white card here, and I have 3 different types of paper, and I have some extra fun zigzag cutouts, my sort of watery themed or looking paper, and this really reminded me of a beach towel. So I have all of these ready to go, and I think I'm going to layer them into a really nice playful composition. I know that the highlight of my card is going to be my Life is Better on the Lake graphic with my sailboat, and then I'm going to add my additional embellishments in kind of a layering effect. So with that in mind, let me set that aside. And I'm going to get started. Open these bad boys up. All right. And I can get this going. Open up my pigment ink. And I'm going to start at the top. With stamps like these that have a bit more bend to them and are a little bit more pliable, I like to just pre-lay out and kind of stretch and manipulate the stamp. And it looks like actually I can flip this over. And just make sure everything lines up as best as I can. It takes a little extra time, yes, but if you make a mistake or something doesn't go right, at least you're not wasting ink and paper and time. You can probably see some remnants of my past stamping on my cutting board, and this is just another way to keep your workspace nice and clean. If you're cutting anything, gluing, attaching, inking, whatever it may be, having a cutting mat is just going to save you so much cleanup and so much grief, especially if you're working in a nice setting. Just keeps everything nice and tidy. So what I'm doing too is I just go back in with my Remarks cleaning solution and just give this a little spray. You can do it right on your stamps, on the block. My favorite is just going on a paper towel and just wipe that off. All right, now I have everything inked, cut out, drying, and set aside. I'm gonna bring back my envelope and my paper of choice today. Today my card is going to be horizontal, so I'm just going to hit the edges with my glue runner. And then for good measure, just so everything is flat, stays where it needs to be, couple in the middle. And I think I'm just going to, again, attach this blue zigzagging piece directly onto this kind of watercolor speckle so that it just has some nice layering. And I'm just eyeballing. Now I'm ready to go. Got my dark gray and my light gray. And I'm just going to start with my little anchor. Now I have my little foam feet, and I'm going to go 1-2 on this Life is Better on the Lake. Flip that over. I'm going to work kind of backwards here because I want this to be centered and attached, so then I can tuck my anchor and my oars behind it. And these ones are super puffy. It's going to be very dramatic. Push that down. And then I'm going to hit my oars with that tape. Now I'm just kind of adding some additional coloring and shadow. Reflecting on it now, I should have done this initially, but now that I'm looking at my card, I'm now realizing that it needs just a little something to stand out. And then right now I'm just kind of doing some little details with my white gel pen. These are just kind of supposed to look like little bubbles. I always like to group mine in kind of 2s or 3s. And looking at it, not too bad. Pretty happy. I've got some additional embellishments, my white gel pen, my pearls, my markers, and then I went and layered up in 3s with my different types of paper. Fun pastel and a nice happy summer card, especially if you or a loved one are someone that loves to spend time on the lake. As always, we would love to see what you will make with our clear stamp sets. Please post with the hashtag #StampWithUs. That way we can see what work you have created. Again, hashtag #StampWithUs. Thanks for joining.